Alright, so I have tamed that. If you haven't watched the last video, which I don't think it's out yet, but let's saddle this thing up and let's test its abilities. Oh, they are very big though. Alright, let's go over here. It ain't slow either. And this is called adrenaline amount. And how that works is whenever you get hurt, you gain more of it. And when it's ready, you go into adrenaline mode. Now, I'm gonna heal this thing up a bit before I make it tank a bunch of damage just to go into its cool mode. But adrenaline mode is, I think it's fueled by doing this and going up to these things. Because they do like no damage anyways. Without it, you're dead. And you just gotta kind of wait. I'm out healing their damage. My adrenaline is slowly going up. Once that's full, it'll be able to use its ability, which is basically adrenaline mode, which is extremely strong. I think I haven't actually ever used it before, which amazing how, but I just tamed this thing for the first time ever in my entire life. So let's see, it's getting close though. And it also has a high damage reduction, which is good. Because they're only doing 8 damage, which isn't very much. Alright, soon enough we'll be at that. I don't really know how to go. I figured it out. Oh, yeah. Beast man. Look at this baby right here. Cosmetic roar. Speed mode. Breaking rock. It's so tall. And I doubt it can even get adrenaline from those. Oh no, it can. What are we having, a dance battle? What it does gain when you click this is it does gain omnidirection, which is basically it able to move, and your character is actually on the side of it. And I actually did gain more health. This should give me quite a bit of adrenaline. I'm going to do it again and see how actually good it is. Yeah, it wasn't really close to killing me. I guess I'll just attack this and get it to do its thing. Didn't hurt me enough. Go into adrenaline. Oh, I use adrenaline fast. So weird. I feel like you would gain it. Cause he was like 20 adrenaline per thing. And just look how cool this guy looks. Yeah, solid. And I'll probably have more videos in this thing anyways. So yeah. And the reason I like to kill those Rhinognathes is because they're supposed to give you like a pheromone, but they didn't really give it to me. And I also got beer, so I became a you-know-what, Dinotherium. Let me go back to base. This thing is so big. Like, it's not the size of a giga, but it's close. I kind of feel like, yeah, that's how glitchy they are. And it also does weirdly random kind of damage. Taunt enemies. I need some adrenaline. Oh, it's just like a fake one. Wow. And that's also what it can do when you're taming it. So if it does that, you can't really feed it. Now I'm gonna go over back to base so I can feel it. Because the dino I'm going to kill that. Come on, get it. Get it before it can bite you. Get it, yeah. They're gonna bite this damage. 30k is enough, probably. I don't really want to upgrade this thing's melee, because it's just kind of cool. I do want a male, though. And I would have enough narcotics. I do. I do. Standing on some rocks. This has to be like my strongest tame. Let me heal it up a bit. Let me save the game. And if you want to tame one of these yourself, listen closely. I'm going to tell you how in a second after I get out of this thing's inventory. So basically what you're going to want to do is find one of these in the wild. Have it tame with low damage, but at least 100 damage. Go up to a level 15 or any level. Yeah, that mess. So yeah, I'm gonna keep telling you, because what just happened was kind of weird, so I'm gonna stay on you. So let me tell you again what you're gonna want to do. So you're gonna want to find one. I already told you that. Gonna want to go up to it with your chain, hit it till it goes into this stance, till it does this. Now hit it till it does a roar that is very loud and it's trying to turn into adrenaline mode. Then you go up to it and feed it narcotics. Basically like this. When it's right in front of you, it's going to do a roar and then you got to jump up and feed it. But if you're close enough, you should probably be able to just feed it. And I'm also shaking really bad right now. Mostly because I am super happy. And a little cold, but that's fine. And it's also a taunt. If you don't have full adrenaline, just taunt. It basically feeds you some adrenaline, but you can't move. Which is pretty cool, yeah. So that's how you tame one. And then you do that, you gotta have at least 100 for a 15, but about like 50 or 70 is fine too. And then once you have like it knocked out, feed it raw prime, and with one feed, if it's a low level, like a level 15, which it's impossible to basically find a high level because they're so rare. But they're found in the redwoods most of the time. And also, like, the island over by the desert that's, like, near Dash 6, that one, under the bridge over, you can find 2. I found 2. You're going to want to do very low damage, because you can kill them. But after you tame one, you're going to want to have at least a cryopod or a dreadmare, but you can just walk with it or have a saddle ready. The saddle is at... Ooh, I'm shaking. Oh, that's better. I just did like my head shake. And I kind of fixed it. You're going to want to have some good armor, just in case it fakes you out. And one thing it'll do is it'll do a very low pitch, like stressed out roar. Basically where it's struggling to kind of do it. But that's a fake one. You can't actually feed it. Because you do need to feed it when it does a big one. Like a huge screaming roar. Not like a small little crappy one, you know? Because if it does that small little crappy one, it's trying to bait you. It's its taunt. It's doing its taunt move. So if it does that, it's bad. And I'm also just learning some engrams for no real reason. Oh, what's a helicorpion? I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's probably underwater. This is, how do I tame a how do I get a zeppelin? Oh, never mind. Oh, hey, that's impossible to get. Mech deployable shield, yeah. This is all stuff that's endgame, like a Carcho saddle, which is very cheap. That's super easy. Shocking tranquilizer dart, yeah, that's expensive. This is like no durability unless you find a good stat. This stuff you need to beat bosses to get. And yeah, it's kind of most of the abilities. So yeah, in adrenaline mode, I think you also do heal like 1,000 or 2 health, but I'm not sure. And these things are very, very strong. Like I have this thing on 30k, which you should play it on single player. It's gonna be so much better. And on multiplayer, I don't think there's any servers that'll allow this. But on a non-dedicated, you can download a mod for it. It's free. It's free. Don't cost no money. No money. It's Acrocanthosaurus. It's just search up Acrocanthosaurus and like Google it too. You can Google it too. That's a good idea. And then there's this cosmetic lore you can do. And to Google it, you just need to Google like what Pacific mod gives the Acrocanthosaurus. Then it'll show you what exact mod it'll say, and then you gotta search that up. And then when you have it downloaded, you can go find them in the redwoods or your bridges. They will probably be added eventually. Probably scaled down because they are kind of big. Maybe to like Rex size, but that would make them not very unique. And they also do have a slow to fast sprint speed, kind of like the Ceratos, which is cool. But it is fast though, it is quite fast. For its size, because it's not really big creature. And these are called Acrocanthosaurus. Here on Ragnarok it's the easiest. Like you'll find them in twos, and I had 100 narcotics, and I used only like 50. These things are actually like quite similar to things like the Giga and Parch. In terms of size sometimes, they can be comparable. Like them, they're dangerous. They're dangerous against big things. But this thing is very intimidating. If it was allowed and added to the game for cam multiplayer, like servers, it would definitely be very intimidating. But they aren't invincible. They are about similar to a Giga, and they're about 2k health if tamed level 15, and they're easy to tame. Tame as long as you can find one and have at least 100 narcotics. Find a decently low level, easy to tame. Never fall for something like that. And I need to find an enemy to taunt. And this is what it'll do if it lets you. If you're attacking it and it's in its, shield stance, sometimes the taunt doesn't really work very well. I don't know. The taunt's kind of glitched, I think. Maybe you need to get shield stance. Yeah, when it does that, that's bad. Don't want it to do that. That's its fake roar. And it gets the taunt effect, and it's taunting you, basically. This thing is highly intelligent, I would probably bet. And it gets back. Taunt. It doesn't really show you, though. So it's best to probably, it's just taunt. It doesn't say anything else really about it. And this is a great pushbacker. Because if you do this, it absolutely throws things. And you want to get pinned up against like a rock so it can't push you back. Like a cliff edge, you can get it to like force you. Look at this thing, man. And yeah, this is basically like the best and coolest tame you can get for free. And there's also this thing called Moros Giganticus. It's a snake, and you need a flute to tame it. I don't have the mod. I do. I bought it. It's a freemium, meaning you can have it in your world, but you have to buy it to actually tame it. Then you gotta make a flute, and then you gotta use it, and then let it like hypnotize you and do patterns and stuff. I don't really know the full taming process, but you can look up like videos of it. There's definitely videos of it on YouTube. Popular YouTubers have seen it, and this people do this too. Most of the time in their 100 days, like those kinds, they'll have like one mod that's like kind of like this. And this is an evolved too. So if you want to find one, you can get one evolved or ascended. But ascended, they'll look a lot better. And they're actually called ascended Acrocanthosaurus. They're called ascended Acrocanthosaurus, which is kind of good because it tells you if it's an ascended one. And this saddle's got like a big hitbox. Like you could stand directly on top of this guy while it's killing something. And yeah. But let me get back to the taming. So if you basically let it roar, it won't let you feed it, and then it'll go in a rage, and it'll attack super fast, and it'll do even more damage. And then this is when you need to run. It's most good to do on a flyer. Any kind of flyer that can do damage and escape quick, like a wyvern or something like that. Or dreadnought. Dreadnought is what I use to tame mine. But I mean, if in the future, if I do kind of become popular, I guess I could help people tame things. It'd be nice. More people being able to tame these with assistance. This is on single player settings, so it's not going to be this strong on multiplayer, but it still does have 2000 HP as its base HP at level 15. I think that's on multiplayer too. And for level 150, ooh, you're looking at like 500 narcotics, maybe. You never know. You never know. And they can breed. They can be bred. But to my knowledge, I think they can only... I don't know if they can be bred, but I'm assuming they probably can. Because it's a mod and they're just a dinosaur. These things actually existed, I think. I need the Dinosuchus giga. Because I lost my other guy when I fell off because the game crashed, because it's kind of dumb. how it crashes, but it only crashes when your console or PC is like strained from doing all the game, because the game does require a lot to keep running, and since it's always running for a while, and I've been on like for 5 hours, so it's been running for a while. So you're definitely gonna need like a high-end PC. It can run this easy. It would look beautiful. But a console, a PS5, that's perfect. That's just fine. So this is probably gonna be just a preview, and this is it's running, like full running, not to come and kill something. And it's running cosmetically. Like if you thought it was coming towards you, would you not literally just run for your life? This is the only thing you could do against this thing. And it's so much faster than you, I would bet. I bet this guy is definitely wanting to cancel that animation. And it's just started doing more damage. And the swamp area is very dangerous. So you don't really want to be here unless you have like a dino super or something like this. This is fine too. Drake-wing. But if you have a dino super, it doesn't matter if it's traveled. You could probably still live here. I'm going to take over that castle up there, but it does spawn wyverns. Poison wyverns, which if you have the flyers. And on single player, your flyers are kind of overpowered. Because you don't really have anything to counter you. And a Dreadmare is the ultimate thing. Because what you can do with it is you could just go back and then shoot the wyverns from a distance. Their breath attack has way less distance. And this thing is like, it looks like it's already low on HP, but it's not. It's at 9,000. But your multiplayer things won't really be able to get health like that. They won't get 1,000 per level. They'll get more of like a small amount per level. Because this thing is like a big presence. Nothing this like that attacks it. So nothing like that's really gonna mess with you. And I don't know why it's gradually doing more damage. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Because I'm not leveling its damage, but I think it's just because if I go faster, it does more damage. But I don't know. This is about 1,000. Super's level 5. This thing shreds. And it's very cool, like, if you had this at your base in like a multiplayer where you're battling with your friends, this thing would be so intimidating and strong. So you could probably just use this, and it's very intimidating. Even if it's not very strong, but it is very strong. It can still be used to intimidate anyone that doesn't bow to you. You can just run at them like this, and I would definitely just stop existing. I would just leave. Because that's too scary. Now, they do have a weakness against, like, things that are good against big things, like, because it's huge. Like, I'm willing to bet it's probably the size of, like, half a giga. And half a giga, Rex is basically like the giga's foot. But this thing's basically like the giga's, like, tail. And giga's tails are obnoxiously long. And I actually killed one a little bit ago. I killed it by going up on my Dreadmare, and I just shot him from up there until he just died. Now it's a gun with the Shadow Mane with its ability, which I also do that. Show you its abilities. Now, actually, I'll make that another video so I can give more detail. So, I'm gonna go back to base. So, if you look to the right or left, I can't tell which one. I forgot, because I always forget. I have a bad memory. I can't really remember anything. anything. It's kind of hard. It's not really hard, it's just I don't have a good memory. But I do remember things from long time ago, but things that aren't really of much detail, I do forget. But I'll probably make another video about this by just using it, or I will make a Dreadmare like tutorial video, like how do you use its abilities. And on console, it's on the right, what it basically does. So you can see kind of what it does. It does all those abilities, and it's X for taunt, and then X if your adrenaline is 100%. L1 for cosmetic roar. Shield stance is like your the button that's like the thing you use to turn. Just click down on that, and that's shield stance, like that. And then this is shield stance when it's pointing, it's guarding you. Stomp attack is L2. And R2 for just the melee. And then for the toggle keybind help UI, it's R1 plus L1, but you could probably use that because it's kind of confusing sometimes. But I'm gonna park this thing and then jump off of it and get hurt because it's just so hot. Then I'm gonna end the video. This is fun. It's just simple. I don't have to leave base. Simple short form. Well, look at these Acrocanthosaurus babies. And I do enjoy making my videos 60 minutes, but it gets kind of a little much. I enjoy like 12-minute short videos that are still pretty good and give detail. I'm making a little channel. I still get decent views though, and it's good to see how they've gone up. And both of these videos actually are short. That was just a video of a pond, so it's not really much. But I guess I'm gonna end the video here, I guess.